count. Now you understand one of the reasons why we always draw a set of labs. Somebody comes in, and if somebody were to come in with a fever tomorrow, you understand what everybody in the hospital, at least my hospital, we're very aggressive. If somebody comes in with a fever, what are we going to do?
Isolate.
Isolate them, right? But let's say that let's take Ebola off the table. Somebody comes in with a fever, we want to draw some labs, especially little kids. We draw some labs, and if we see an elevated white count, you understand that white blood cells are used to do what?
To fight
Fight
infection.
infection. So when you have elevated white blood counts, that lets us know that there's some sort of an infection. And I'm going to be teaching you all the different types of white blood cells that are out there and what each type typically means. I also want you to understand, too, is that you could have some types of cancers because of elevated white blood cells, but you don't ever want to see an elevated white count and then immediately have the word cancer come out of your mouth. That's not the right thing to do, right? So there are different signs and symptoms, but if somebody has a fever, and let's say that they said, oh, you know, I got stuck with a little wooden splinter here, I had a streak up my arm, then that pain went away, but now I feel really bad, I'm nauseous, I'm dizzy, I've got a high fever, they've got a high white blood cell count. What do you suppose that, where do you think that organism is living now?
In your bloodstream.
In the bloodstream, and now the patient is called?
Septic.
Or you get somebody who has a lot of tenderness right back here, and a urinary tract infection, and they've got an elevated white blood count, right? Renal infection.